making up for lost time.
Oh, my aching back.
Quit whining, McLean.
Jake, we just spent the entire night sleeping in a cattle car. If the hardwood floor wasn't bad enough, I had a few hooves trample my spine.
Hey, no one ever said touring the country was easy, but that's just the price of fame sometimes.
Oh, right, the fame. We were a huge hit in Knob Lick, Missouri the other day.
You sure were. And just think, things are only gonna get better from here.
Oh, good. I was afraid we hadn't hit rock bottom yet.
Ah, don't be silly. Of course we've hit rock bottom.
Well, that's comforting to know.
Well, glad we established that. Anyway, where is our next stop? This hitchhiking isn't getting us anywhere.
I think we'd have more success getting a ride if we weren't still carrying cases full of Diet Dr. Fizz.
If only we could get a pickup truck to drive by.
Well, don't you worry. We're almost at our stop.
We are. We're walking down an old farm road.
Well, a lot of good performances have happened on old farm roads.
Alright, I'm gonna check my map and see where we're at. Hey! Looks like we're right in the outskirts of Waukegan.
Waukegan?
Yeah, you know what that is?
Sure, that's the place that we're gonna have our best show yet.
No, Waukegan was the hometown of Jack Bidy, old-time radio guy.
Hey, there you go. If he can make it out of Waukegan, Illinois successfully, so can you two.
I'm not sure we're going to be as big of a hit as Jack Bidy was.
Why not?
I don't think Jack Bidy ever performed on an old farm road.
Well, there you go. That's what we call an untapped market.
I don't know about that, but if we make it to downtown, we might be able to round up an audience.
Downtown Waukegan isn't like downtown Swamp Angel, is it?
No, this is an actual town, a bustling metropolis, I think. Stick your thumb out and I'll play the first part of the show. This is a little tribute to Illinois on the program Mail Call.
Here is Mail Call, one big package of words and music and laughter delivered to you by the stars from whom you want to hear. Tonight we extend special greetings to the fighting men from the state of Illinois. And standing at the microphone now, to speed this airmail special letter on its way, is a star who is not only a great comedian, but a fine artist. That favorite son of Illinois, the pride of Waukegan, Jack Benny.
Hello again, fellas. This is Jack Benny, your postmaster for Tonight Talking. And I hope that all you guys, wherever you are, enjoy our music talkie letter. And before I forget it, Harry Von Zell, I want to thank you for that lovely introduction. Favorite son of Illinois. Pride of Waukegan. That was really very nice.
Oh, it was nothing, Jack. I'm full of baloney, you know.
Well, baloney or not, this old ham loved it. Anyway, I'm proud to be from Illinois. It's a wonderful state.
Yes, you're right, Jack. I visited some relatives there last summer. They took me to a beautiful park called Starved Rock.
Starved Rock. Oh, yeah, that's near Ottawa.
Oh, you know the place?
So I know the place. Why, years ago, I took a girl to Starved Rock on a picnic there.
Oh, I see. That's how the rock got its name.
You're wrong there, Harry. It couldn't have. You see, she brought a wonderful lunch. 2 chicken sandwiches, 2 sweet pickles, 2 olives, and 3 hard-boiled eggs. What a battle we had over that extra egg. Romantic, wasn't it, Harry?
Romantic? Well, for goodness sake, what's romantic about an egg?
Plenty, if you understand about roosters and hens. But, you know, being on this program tonight really brings back memories of the good old days back in Waukegan when I was a kid.
Yes, I imagine it does.
Gosh, I remember one December. There were terrible blizzards and storms. Our roof leaked. We didn't have coal for our stove. Ah, those were the good old days.
For the good old days? How do you figure that?
We were in Florida for the winter. But really, Harry, I did... We changed that gag the last minute. It was very good. Harry, I did have to work hard when I was a kid. I'll never forget my first job in Waukegan. I worked in a livery stable.
In a livery stable?
Yes, sir. Believe me, I was in there pitching every day. And now, fellas, I want you to meet a guy who is one of our most prolific songwriters. He's turned out such great hits as Blues in the Night, Black Magic, Tangerine, Dearly Beloved. lazy bones, strip polka, and here he is in person, Johnny Mercer. Well, Johnny, welcome to Mail Call.
Well, thanks, Jackson. And hi, men. You know, Brother Benny, that's a pretty big build-up you gave me there.
Oh, it was nothing, Johnny, just words. I'm full of baloney, kid, you know. Well, no, kid, you really deserve a build-up. Songwriting is hard work, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Look at me. I'm nothing but skin and bone.
You said it. If you ever took that hanger out of your coat, down you'd go, brother.
Well, what's holding you up, Pappy?
Bobby socks.
By the way, I thought you were supposed to do a sketch with Judy Garland on the program tonight.
Oh, with Judy? The sketch? Well, I don't know.
Well, what's the matter? Something go wrong?
Well, not exactly. You see, I contacted Judy yesterday to rehearse, and, oh, let's forget it.
No, what happened? What happened?
Oh, it's not important. Judy's a good kid and all that, but...
Well, what happened?
What happened? I wanted Judy to do a scene with me tonight, so I called her at her studio. Naturally, I was anxious to work with her. I don't know, she's so talented. Hello, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer?
Yes?
I'd like to talk to Miss Garland, please. Judy Garland.
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to disturb her. She's on the set.
Oh, it'll be perfectly all right. I'm an old friend of hers.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so, Mr. Rooney?
I said an old friend, not a short one. This is Jack Benny.
Whose friend did you say you were?
Jack Benny's. I'm Jack Benny. I'm nobody's friend. I'm a friend of Miss Garland. Jack Garland. Judy Garland. My goodness, what trouble you go through to get someone at a studio. And
Oh, you're Jack Benny?
yes.
Well, gee, I'm sorry I infringed on your nickel.
So,
I'll give you the set.
thanks.
1 moment, please.
I'm a fine operator. I'd have gotten better service if I dialed a coffee grinder. Hello, stage free. I'd like to speak to Miss Garland, please.
Okay, Oh, would you hold the line a minute? She's going to shoot a scene right now.
I'll wait.
Quiet, everybody. Quiet. We're rolling.
I wonder how long I'll have to wait.
All right, Miss Garland, start talking as you open the door. Action.
Oh, Robert. Robert, darling.
What an actress. What pathos.
Robert, my love.
What feeling. Who's Robert?
Oh, Robert, darling, kiss me. It's been so long since I've seen you. Kiss me, Robert. Don't speak, just kiss me.
Gee.
Kiss me again, darling.
Oh, boy, that was a long one.
Robert, kiss me again to make up for all the time we've been separated. Oh, my darling, just once more.
Very good, Miss Garland. Very good. Miss Garland, woman on the telephone.
Oh, thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello, who's calling? Tell me, who's calling?
I can't. My lips are stuck in the mouthpiece. I said, it's all right now. Judy, I'd like to ask you a little favor. Would you...
Just a minute, who is this?
Can't you guess?
Well, really, I haven't the slightest idea.
Oh, come on, guess.
Well,
I'll give you a hint. Who used to have the dressing room next to yours?
Oh, hello, Rosalind.
I'm not Rosalind Russell. Look, Rosalind's dressing room was on one side of yours. Now, who was on the other side?
That was the washroom.
Only part of it. Judy, this is Jack Benny.
Oh, Jack, how are you?
I'm fine, Judy. And I called you
Yes, I know, Jack. I'm awfully sorry, but I had to buy my Christmas cards from somebody else this year.
I'm not calling about that. Now, Listen, Judy, the reason I called you, you see, I'm going to be on the mail call program with you tomorrow.
Yes?
And I thought as long as fate had thrown us together, I thought that maybe we could do a scene from your picture for me and my gal.
Oh, but, Jack, I don't remember any part in that picture that fits you.
Oh, sure, Judy. You know, the man you're in love with.
Oh, yes, I know, but that part was played by Gene Kelly, and he's only 28 years old.
What difference does 5 or 6 years make? I can make up to look as old as him. Really, I can. Now, look, Judy.
Well, all right, Jack. You come over to my house tonight at 8 o'clock, and we'll run through the scene.
Okay, see you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, by the way, Judy, shall I come for dinner? Oh, well, some other time. Oh, boy. Am I going to show Judy how to do a love scene? Well, Judy, here I am. Hope I haven't kept you waiting.
But, Jack, you were supposed to be here at 8 o'clock.
Well, what time is it now?
It's only 5:30.
Well, I only live 2 miles from here, and I guess I ran faster than I thought. Anyway, I was kind of anxious to get started with the rehearsal, you know.
All right, Jack, come on in. We'll rehearse now.
Good. You have the script here, haven't you, Judy?
Yes, I have. And I've selected one scene which I think will be ideal for both of us.
Oh, you mean the parts are equally important, isn't it?
Yes. It's the part where Josephine is in love with Albert. But Albert wants to leave me and run away with an opera singer.
Uh-huh.
And so as the scene opens, Josephine pleads with Albert not to go.
I see. And I'm Albert.
Well, I should rather be Josephine.
Oh, no. No, Albert's all right. I'll be Albert.
All right. Now, let's take it from the top of the page here. You have the first line.
Oh, yes. Albert, I'm going, Josephine.
Don't read, Albert. That's your name. Just read the line.
Oh, yes, excuse me. I'm so nervous.
Yes.
Well, I'm going, Josephine.
Don't go, Albert. You must listen to me. When I first saw you, I didn't care what you did. I didn't love you then. I didn't care whether you lived or died or what happened to you. I didn't care if I ever saw you again. And then suddenly I felt a burning within me that meant only one thing, Albert. I loved you.
I'm going, Josephine.
Albert, before I met you, life held no happiness for me. And just as I decided to end it all, I saw you. You, Albert, you were lonely and unhappy, too. Together, I thought that someday we'd follow the trail to a paradise. But no. You rose above me. You found other things. Because the things I could give you were only love, respect, and unselfishness.
I'm going, Josephine.
Yes, Albert. True love and respect and unselfishness that have crowded my heart for years. But you don't want that. No, you don't want the good, important things of life.
For this, I went to bed early last night.
I never thought I would plead for any man's love. But I'm trying to save you, Albert. Save you from yourself. Save you from this woman's ego who's only luring you to satisfy herself.
I'm a-going, Josie. I'm a-going.
Jack, read that right.
Well, I'm tired of saying it the same way. See, it gets monotonous. Fine part I've got.
Well, you've got a very dramatic speech coming up. It's on the next page.
Oh, yes. I didn't see it. Give me the lead to it, will you, Judy?
All right. Oh, Albert, tell me the truth. What caused this change in you? Why are you leaving me for this opera singer?
I'll tell you why, Josephine, and I won't hold back anything, no matter how it hurts. I will admit that at one time I loved you with all the passion and fury within me. But now this other woman has come into my life, and even though I have fought against it with every fiber of my manly body, I knew that eventually...
Oh, Jack, wait a minute. That's awful.
Why? What's the matter?
You can't play a scene like that. You've got to put more fire into it, more feeling, more heart.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sure I can do it, Judy. Let's try it once more. Give me the lead again, will you?
Okay. Tell me, Albert, why are you leaving me for this opera singer?
I'll tell you why, Josephine. And I won't hold anything back, no matter how it hurts. Love you with all the passion and fury within me. And now this other woman has come into my life.
No, Jack, no. Please stop.
What's the matter now?
Oh, you've got the wrong idea of the part. We can't go on a mail call program like this and make fools of ourselves.
But gee.
I told you to feel the part, not step on it.
Well, I don't know, Judy. What would you suggest?
Well, now, Jack, look. You go home and study it, and then we'll try it again. And if it turns out all right, we'll do it. And if not, let's just forget the whole thing.
Well, that's what happened, fellas. But Judy was only kidding. She thinks I'm wonderful.
Of course I do, Jack.
You see? I knew I was wonderful. Well, men, it's about time to put the sincerely yours to this mail call letter. But before that happens, here's a special paragraph for all you men who hail from that great prairie state, Illinois. One tiny pinpoint of land alone would have made the state of Illinois everlastingly famous. That was a spot in Springfield, in the midst of a wilderness of log cabins where the great American Abraham Lincoln spent his childhood. Yet, in addition to being the home of history-making Americans, this prairie state, from its beginning as part of the Northwest Territory, gave promise of greatness, a promise fulfilled. One of the 3 top states in agriculture, a great producer of iron and steel, the hub of the meatpacking industry. That's that hunk of land stretching from Winnebago to Cairo, from Lake Michigan to the Mississippi. That's Illinois. From one who belongs himself to all the rest of you who belong to these words of tribute.
That's it, fellows. The end of another mail call letter. Signatures include Jack Benny, Judy Garland, Johnny Mercer, Elvia Allman, the Delta Rhythm Boys, Master Sergeant Skinny Ennis, and the OTC Band, and yours truly, Harry Von Zell. This program was arranged with the cooperation of the Hollywood Victory Committee. Another mail call will be coming your way the next time you hear... Mail Call is produced by the Armed Forces Radio Service.
When you're feeling low and you're moving slow, get a lift for life, I say. Have a Dr. Pepper in your hand and there'll be no trouble all day. When the storm and strife, get a lift for life like you've never had before. Have a Dr. Pepper in your hand at 10, at 2, at 4.
Yes, friends, delicious Dr. Pepper gives you a lift for life. Actually boosts energy fast in 2 to 8 minutes. You see, Dr. Pepper has the sparkle of carbonation plus a real energy bonus. Try one frosty bottle for a real pepper-upper for the lift you need. There's no other drink like it for fast food energy, for delightful taste. Remember, you pick up your pep level when you drink Dr. Pepper. Keep a 6-bottle carton or a case at home always. Drink Dr. Pepper and get a lift for life.
Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
Well, the good news is the pain in my feet is distracting me from the pain in my back.
Oh, come on, we haven't been walking that long.
Tell that to my blisters.
Hey, hold on. Here comes a truck.
Hey, slowing down for us.
Howdy there, folks. You need a ride?
Oh, we sure do.
Yeah, can you get us to downtown Waukegan?
Well, that's a little out of my way, but I suppose I can swing by there. You can throw those suitcases in, but a couple of you are gonna have to hop in the back. There's not much room in the cab of my truck.
All right, Stella, you can ride in the cab, and we're gonna get in the back. Thanks, mister.
Yeah, this is real nice of you.
Oh, think nothing of it.
See, McLean, there's no need to be so negative.
Look, I get grouchy sometimes. I don't... Jake?
Yeah?
Is it just me, or is there a cow in the back of the truck?
No, it's not just you. There is a cow in the truck.
Hey, mister, it seems there's a cow in your truck.
There sure is. That's what I'm driving to town for. Bessie's been feeling a little bit under the weather lately. I'm taking her to see the vet. Hey, when you're riding back there, would you mind milking her?
Milking?
There's a bucket back there, and you can feel free to take a drink if you like.
All right, come on, McLean.
Don't need to be so negative, huh?
Yeah, what are you upset about? We just spent an entire night with a train car full of cattle.
Yeah, but I didn't have to milk any of them.
Here, set the suitcase over there.
Hey, it's coming
Oh,
open.
watch it. I'll go with a couple bottles of Diet Dr. Fizz.
Oh no, we only had a few dozen of those.
Hey, the cow's lapping it up.
Don't let her lick the glass.
Right, I'll clean up the glass and you can milk the cow. All right, folks, here's an episode of Jack Bidy from Waukegan, Illinois. Guess I'm on the Waukegan kick today. Here you go.
Jell-O. The Jell-O program coming to you from Waukegan, Illinois, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, and yours truly, Don Wilson. The orchestra opens the program with Man About Town from the picture of the same name. The other day, walking along the street, I stopped to look in the windows of a grocery store, and I was thinking how attractive the cool, fresh fruit looked piled up in heaps. Well, you know, one of the best ways to serve fresh fruits is to combine them with Jell-O. Jell-O is delicious, served with fresh strawberries, with circles of orange, or with sliced bananas. And it makes an ideal hot weather dessert, cool, inviting, and satisfying. For Jell-O brings you that delicious, extra-rich flavor. The flavor is appetizing and refreshing as the fresh, ripe fruit itself. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. All 6 flavors are extra rich, and all 6 colors are extra gay and summery. Just be sure of one thing. Be sure to get genuine Jell-O when you buy, and don't accept any substitutes. Look for those big red letters on the box. They spell Jell-O, and Jell-O spells a treat. Played by the orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, greetings from Waukegan. Our last broadcast of the season is coming to you from the stage of the Genesee Theater in Waukegan, Illinois.
Yes, sir. Jell-O again, folks.
Please, Jack, wait till I introduce you.
Oh, pardon me, I'm nervous.
On a certain Valentine's Day many years ago, a stork flew over this fair city and dropped a little bundle of joy. And who do you think this bundle was?
Jell-O again.
Jack, will you please wait a minute?
Don, who was born here, you or me? For heaven's sake.
So, without further ado, I bring you that local boy who surprised everybody by making good, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Jell-O again. This is Bundle Benny talking. And it's about time. Gosh, Don, I've been so thrilled and excited the last few days that, well, really, I don't know where I'm at or what I'm doing.
Well, I can certainly appreciate that. You look it.
Well, you know, Don, I spent the last 4 days just renewing old acquaintances and visiting all my old hangouts. What a time I've been having.
Well, who'd you see, Jack?
Oh, everybody. Ollie Eimerman, Stub Wilbur, Cliff Gordon. And yesterday I dropped into Bobby O'Farrell's pool room. I haven't seen Bobby in 15 years.
Hey, I'll bet he was thrilled to death.
Was he? Why, the minute I walked in, he said to me, Jack, will you ever forget the day you were showing off and you ripped a hole in the cloth on the billiard table? I said, I sure do, Bob. And he said, that'll be $3. Oh, he was just tickled to death. And how?
Oh, by the way, Jack, did you see that pal of yours that you're always talking about? You know, the fellow that runs the clothing store.
Oh, you mean Julius Senecan.
That's the fellow. Was he glad to see you?
Glad to see me?
Don, when I walked into a store, there were tears in his eyes as he jumped over the counter, threw his arms around me, and said, "Yes, sir, what can I do for you?" Before I got out of there, I had 3 Palm Beach suits and a raccoon coat. He must have been kidding, you know. Oh, hello, Phil.
Hiya, Jackson. How's the Waukegan kid?
Oh, I'm swell, Phil. Have you been having a good time?
I'll say, but you know what happened last night, Jack?
No, what?
Well, a bunch of us fellas were sitting up in my hotel room, just sitting in my room, and we were singing and laughing and making a lot of noise, and the first thing you know, a couple of cops came up and took us to the Hoosgow.
Took you to the Hoosgow? Wait a minute, Phil. You mean to say they put you in jail?
Those weren't candy bars I was looking through.
Well, for heaven's sake, why didn't you call me? I'd have had the mayor, Bidy Tallcott, fix it up. He could have taken care of that.
He could, eh? He was with us.
Oh, my goodness. I should have warned him about you. So you and the mayor have been palling around together, eh?
Yeah, he thinks I'm a riot.
Yeah. Listen, Phil, I know Bidy Tallcott pretty well. He isn't going to fall for that corny chatter of yours.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, hello, Mary. How are you, dear? Well, Mary, here we are in my hometown. Are you enjoying yourself?
Am I? Gee, everybody's been so wonderful to me. I've been out sightseeing every day.
Hey, you don't have to get nervous. This is my hometown, for heaven's sake. Well, Mary, there's plenty to see here, too. Huh?
You know, Jack, I even saw the house you were born in.
No kidding.
It's a fish market now.
A fish market? Well, of all things.
But they haven't forgotten you, Jack.
They haven't, eh?
No, they got a big sign there that says, Jack Benny born here. Fresh mackerel daily.
Well, naturally, they have to advertise what they're selling. What else did you do, Mary?
Well, I went over to the City Hall Park to see that elm tree they planted in your honor.
Oh, yes. Did you see that elm tree?
I'll say.
What are you laughing at?
There was a squirrel in it signing autographs.
That was my uncle, Tarzan Benny. But say, fellas, you ever notice for a town this size, how many pretty girls there are here?
You're right, Jack. The girls are beautiful. How they go for me?
Oh, sure.
Why, they're always staring at me.
Well, Phil, marcelled hair for men is a novelty around here. You know, so stop taking bows.
Say, Jack, you told me that you used to be quite a ladies' man in this town. Have you seen any of your old girlfriends?
Have I? Why, Don, only this morning I was walking down Washington Street, and who did I run into but Vivian Thompson? You know, when we were kids, she and I were kind of stuck on each other. You know, I used to write her notes, and we used to give each other presents. In fact, I still have a lock of her hair.
You ought to paste it on, brother.
Never mind that. Vivian and I had quite a romance.
Was she thrilled seeing you again?
Well, Don, she...
Did she kiss you?
I didn't put this lipstick on my forehead myself. You know, to tell you the truth, I think she's still crazy about me.
Well, if she's so crazy about you, why did she kiss you on the forehead?
Because she's taller than I am. That's why. What do you want me to do, carry a box to stand on? Anyway, let's not get into an argument here. I'm feeling too good.
Me too. And I'm so grateful the way people here have treated me that I wrote a poem all about Waukegan.
Well, that's a fine way to pay him back. But go ahead, let's hear it.
Well, Jack, I'm going out in the hall for a glass of water.
I'm going with you, and I never touch it.
Come back here, both of you. If I can take it, you can. Now, go ahead with your poem, Mary. What's the title of it?
To Waukegan, where Jack Benny was born in the year
Never mind. Read the poem.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, Waukegan, on the shores of Lake Michigan.
Michigan?
Jack was born here in this place. He was very pretty, except his face.
I was pretty all over. Well, go ahead.
Once you were a little village, Indians roamed here to and fro. But now you are a great big city, and you gotta buy beads in the 10-cent stove.
10-cent stove?
Sure enough, honey.
Oh, we certainly got to Alabama fast. Continue.
Oh.
Continue, Mary. Go ahead.
I like your parks, I like your streets. I like your homes, they are so neat. I like your lake, I like your boats. Your sailors really know their oats. So, oh, Waukegan, we'll be sad when we are leaving. But before I go, this kiss I give to one and all from Mary Liv. The end.
Well, it's about time. was simply wonderful. Oh, Phil, do you think you can follow that with a number?
Sure, Jack, I'll follow anything.
I know. I've seen you on the street. Now, go ahead. Hold it a minute. Come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
Oh, Waukegan, here am I. Did I walk or did I fly? Is this just a dream perchance? Oh, gee whiz, I forgot my pants. Woo!
I'm going to shoot him during the quail season, folks. Play, Phil. That was Rose of Washington Square, played by Phil Harris and his orchestra. And I'm not saying this because it's our last program of the season, Phil, but on the level, that number was really swell.
Thanks, Jack.
Now, if your boys played like that every week, I'd be proud that I was a member of the Musicians' Union.
I thought they threw you out.
They did not. I'll show you my membership card. I got it right here in my wallet.
Oh, don't take off the barbed wire just for that.
That's a fine way to talk, Mary, after the way I've been spending money on you. I took you to Nolan's restaurant every single night this week for dinner.
Yes, and I know why we always went to Nolan's.
Never mind.
Why, Mary?
15 years ago, Jack bought a meal ticket there, and he had 8 punches left.
Well, I can't carry it around with me forever. I'd like to take one of those punches and give it right to you, right in the nose. Livio, Lobo.
isn't that all?
Smart on the last program, huh? And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a special announcement to make this evening. As you all know, tonight, immediately after our broadcast, we are having the world premiere of Paramount's new picture, Man About Town. And there are a lot of Hollywood celebrities here in our audience. There's Mark Sandrich, the director, Dorothy Lamour, Hedda Hopper, myself.
Phil Harris?
Yes, we know you're here, Phil. And incidentally, when your face appears on the screen, just applaud. Don't stamp and whistle. You know, you're not the only one in the picture.
I'm the only one with sex appeal.
Well, if that isn't the hammiest remark I've ever heard. Listen, brother, I got more appeal than you any day, and I'll leave it to Mary.
You better not.
Well, then you'll just have to take my word for it, Phil. Now, let's see, where were we? Oh, yes, in addition to our Hollywood celebrities, we also have with us several distinguished guests from Waukegan. And I'd like to present to you now an old school chum of mine who, through hard work and diligent perseverance, has gone far in the field of politics. Here he is, folks, the Honorable Mansell Bidy Tallcott, Mayor of Waukegan. Thanks. Well. Hello, Bidy. Welcome to the Jell-O program.
Hiya, Jackson. Are you in the groove?
What? What's that?
Are you jiving, kid?
Oh, you've been around with Harris, all right. Well, anyway, Bidy, it's sure good to see you again, and you're certainly looking fine. How do you feel?
Swell, Jack. I'm right on the boom.
That's on the beam. On the beam, Bidy.
Well, this stuff is new to me.
Oh. It's new to everybody but Phil.
Say, Mayor, why don't you give out with a couple of those gags I told you? Okay, Twitch.
It's a fine mayor. I couldn't even be alderman in this town. Let's see, where am I? Huh? Oh, here. Now, wait a minute, Bidy. I'm afraid we haven't time for any of Phil's gags, but I do want to tell you how much I appreciate your coming up here tonight to take a bow. And for the hospitality you've shown the gang and myself all week. I'll never forget it.
You're welcome, Jack, and believe me, that goes for the whole town. See you later.
Okay, Bidy.
Oh, just a minute, Your Honor. Before you leave, I'd like to ask you just one question.
What is it, Don?
Do the people in Waukegan eat a lot of Jell-O?
Oh, just oodles of it.
Oodles?
And why do all these charming people in Waukegan eat Jell-O?
Well, because
it's economical, easy to make, and comes in 6 delicious flavors.
That's right, Buddy.
And what are those flavors, Your Honor?
Well, there's...
Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Bidy.
What happened?
I tell you, Bidy, the plug is quicker than the eye, so be careful. Well, so long, Bidy.
So long, Jack. Well, Phil, see you later. And we'll go out and cut a rug.
Okay, man.
Well, that Bidy Tallcott, he sure is a nice guy. He gave me 9 keys to the city already. He carries them around like lifesavers, you know. And now, folks, as Kenny Baker, our young tenor, was called back to Hollywood, he will not be with us tonight. So for the vocal highlight of the evening, Mr. Phil Harris, the Nightingale of the South, and Miss Mary Livingston, the Plainfield Thrush, will blend their voices in a popular little number called, that must be Bidy again. Is that you, Mayor?
It sure is, Buck. Open up.
Well, the Mayor of Van Nuys. Come on in, Andy. Come on in.
Hiya, fellas.
Well, Andy, I thought you'd never get here. What delayed you?
Well, I couldn't find the theater.
Why, anybody could have told you where the Genesee Theater is. All you had to do was ask them.
Well, I ask a lot of people, Buck, but every time I open my mouth, they just looked in.
Well, your tonsils are intriguing. You know, Andy, you should have been here a few minutes ago. You being the mayor of Van Nuys, I could have introduced you to the mayor of Waukegan.
Oh, I know, Bidy. I was over at the city hall with them all morning.
Yeah, what were you doing?
Oh, we just sat around and hammered with our gavels.
Say, I'll bet that was a lot of fun.
Hey, Andy, have you been down to Chicago yet? There's a town you ought to see.
Chicago? Where's that?
Oh, Andy, you know, it's that big city with the tall buildings. You know, where we change trains.
Is that Chicago?
Certainly.
Well, doggone, Bidy told me that was South Waukegan.
Well, he would. You better be careful, Andy. The first thing you know, he'll try and sell it to you.
It's too late now, Buck. I bought it.
Well, you got a marvelous buy. Well, Andy, now that you're here, stick around because Mary and Phil are going to sing a duet. You might as well hear it.
No, I guess I'll go back to the hotel. I like to ride up and down in the elevator. Them things fascinate me. So long, Buck.
So long, Andy. You know, folks, Andy's getting a terrific kick out of this trip. He's never been east before.
He's never even been in a hotel before.
How do you know, Phil?
I walked in his room this morning and he was making the bed.
Oh, he'll get by all right. Well, how about that number, kids? Are you ready?
I am.
Me too.
Then swing it and be good now. I want to be proud of you tonight. Hit it.
there's a gleam in your eye.
Each time I straighten your tie, you'll know the lady's in love with you. If I can dress for a day
Without that waiting I hate.
it means the lady's in love with you.
And when my friends ask me over to join their table,
But I picked that faraway booth for two. Well, sir, here's just how it stands.
I got romance on my hands.
Because the lady's in love with you. If I go deaf, dumb, and blind,
And you got things on your mind.
you'll know the lady's in love with you. If I have met your old flame,
And you remember their name.
it means the lady's in love with you.
And Sunday night when I take you to see that movie,
And I say the balcony seat will do. Well, sir, here's just how it stands.
I got romance on my hands.
Because the lady's in love
with me.
That was The Ladies in Love, sung by Kenny Baker, and very good, Kenny. And now, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen...
wait a minute. Phil and I sang that number.
Oh, yes, I'm so nervous. Mary, do I know what I'm doing today?
No.
Oh. That no wasn't in the script, folks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in a few more minutes, our little gang will bid you all adieu until next October. Say, Don.
Oh, yes, Jack.
Just imagine we'll all have 14 whole weeks of rest. 14 weeks of nice, carefree relaxation.
And 14 weeks without getting paid.
Yipe! Oh, I never thought of that.
Say, Jack, I'm getting a little bit jumpy, are you?
You mean on account of the premiere of the picture? No, Phil, I'm sure it'll go over big. Why, look at all my friends sitting out in the audience. Sid Block, Ward Just, Mr. and Mrs. Pritchard, and there's my dad and sister. Don, look at that big smile on my father's face.
Yeah, he's sure thrilled.
He certainly is.
I don't see him. Which one is your dad?
The one in Jack's blue suit.
That's him. I wish he wouldn't put on both pair of pants, though. It's warm here. Say, Don, you know what I ought to do tonight as long as we're here in Waukegan?
What's that, Jack?
Well, after all, this is where I started on my musical career, and I think it's no more than right that I play a violin solo. You know. You know, my old violin teacher, Charlie Lindsay, is sitting in our audience, and right there in the front row.
He just moved to the back row.
He did not. And now that Charlie is here, I think I ought to play the first number he ever taught me, the glowworm.
Oh, my goodness, I'm getting out of here.
Charlie, come back here. He always was a great kidder, folks. Say, Phil, let me have a violin, will you?
Okay. Here you are, Jack. It goes under your chin.
I know where it goes. Well, I better tune this fiddle up. Give me an A, boys, will you? Oh, just when I wanted to show off a little. I'll take it. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Oh, fine. Rochester, how many times do I have to tell you not to interrupt me in the middle of the program? Now, what do you want?
Well, boss, I'm tired of being cooped up in this hotel room with Carmichael.
Oh, you are, eh?
I want to get out in the sun. I'm losing my tan.
Listen, Rochester. Roger, you'll just have to stay with that polar bear. He's homesick. By the way, is he standing the heat all right?
Yeah, but I think you ought to feed him more. All he had for breakfast was 3 fish, 2 eggs, and a bottle of milk.
Well, my goodness, isn't that enough?
I don't think so. I caught him putting marmalade on the bellboy.
Oh, he was just clowning.
He was drooling, too.
Never mind. Now, Rochester, before I forget it, I want you to pack my bags because we're leaving for New York tomorrow. I'm going to see the Louis Galento fight.
You won't get shiny pants watching that.
Oh, so you're still bragging about Joe Louis, eh? Well, let me tell you something, Rochester. They don't call Galento the Iron Man for nothing. Why, he's got a chin like an anvil.
An anvil?
Yes.
Well, Brother Louis is going to play the chorus on it.
Oh, he is. Well, we'll find out. Now, get going, and I'll see you right after the premiere.
All right. By the way, boss, how am I in the picture?
You're very good, Rochester. You'll be a big hit. Now, go ahead and pack my bag.
Okay, boss, I'll put a man on it right away.
You'll pack him yourself. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, say, Mr. Benny.
Now what?
I meant to ask you something. When When we start on our vacation, does that mean I'm off salary for 14 weeks?
It certainly does. You're just like me, Rochester. When I don't get it, you don't get it.
When you get it, I don't get it.
Now, Rochester, I don't want to hear another word about it. You'll just have to take care of...
Carmichael! Carmichael!
What's the matter?
I gotta hang up now, boss. Here comes a fat bellboy.
Between Rochester and Carmichael, I sure have my hands full. Now, let's see. Where was I?
You were just about to play a violin solo, Jack.
You traitor, why'd you tell him?
Mary. All right, boys, the glowworm. You know, I haven't had much time to rehearse it, folks, but I hope all my Waukegan friends will remember and recognize it. Well, I just tune up a little here. All right, boys, give me an introduction to the glowworm, will you? Plink, plink. Plink, plink.
We'll never get back in this town again.
Oh, quiet. Plink, plink. Plink, plink.
You can talk plainer than that, brother.
Well. Isn't that awful? Well, thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I could have done better if I had my own violin. And now for an encore, I will
Hey, Jack, you haven't got time to play anything. Your picture goes on in just a few minutes.
What time is it? Oh, yes, you'll have to excuse me, folks. Come on, gang, let's all hurry out in the audience and see it. Gee, I'm excited.
Oh, boy, wait till I get a load of me.
You, that's all you think of.
Oh, stop arguing. Hurry up or we'll miss the picture.
Don't worry, they won't start it without me.
Where are we going to sit, Jack?
Don, where do you generally sit? Come on, kids, let's go, will you?
All right,
everybody, let's go.
Well, tonight we're starting out on our summer vacation, and, you know, it makes us want to leave you with a suggestion that's just swell for these hot days to come. It's crisp summer salad, a dish to spruce up the tiredest appetite. You can make it with cool golden lemon Jell-O or tangy sea green lime. And here's what you do. Dissolve 1 package of your Jell-O in 1 pint of hot water. Add 1 tablespoon of vinegar and a dash of salt and chill until slightly thickened. Now, fold in 1 cup each of diced cucumber, sliced radishes, and sliced young onions. Mold until firm and serve on crisp lettuce. Ah, there's a cool, invigorating salad that's bound to make you hungry. Shimmering Jell-O, lemon or lime, with that wonderful extra-rich fruit flavor and the fresh summery color. And crisp, fresh vegetables molded firmly inside. So ask your grocer tomorrow for some lemon or lime Jell-O and try this delicious summer salad.
This is the last number of the last program in the current Jell-O series. And we'll be back on the air again, the whole gang and myself, next October the 8th. We have just a few minutes before the picture starts, so in the meantime, I'd like to thank my listeners for their fine support during the year, my cast for their splendid cooperation, and I'd also like to thank my authors, Bill Morrow and Ed Baloyne, who worked with me in the preparation of my material.
Well, say, Jack, don't forget about our summer show.
Oh, yes. Starting next Sunday, Jell-O will bring you The Aldrich Family, which has been a feature on the Kate Smith program during the past season. And if you've been following it, you know that Ezra Stone, as Henry Aldrich, is America's funniest teenage hero. So be sure to tune in next Sunday night.
Oh, Jack, can I have a bag of popcorn to eat during the show?
Now, Mary, there'll be no crunching during my picture. This is a talkie, not an eaty. Good night, folks. Thanks again, and see you next October.
The tune Rolls of Washington Square is the title tune of the picture of the same name. This program has come to you from
Here's sensational news for shavers. A terrific money-saving offer on Colgate Shave Cream and Eversharp Schick Injector Razor. Listen, for only 89 cents, Colgate offers you 1, a genuine Eversharp Schick Injector Razor whose retail value alone is $1. 2, an injector with 10 blades. And 3, a large-size tube of Colgate Shave Cream, either Colgate Brushless or Colgate Lather. And you get all this for only 89 cents.
Right. Men, here's your chance to get the ideal shaving combination at tremendous savings. Imagine, only 89 cents buys you a genuine Eversharp Schick Injector Razor. The world's only razor that changes blades automatically. As Bill said, its retail value alone is $1. You also get an injector with 10 super keen, super smooth, Eversharp Schick blades. Retail value 49 cents. And to top it all, there's a large-size tube of Colgate Shave Cream. Take your choice, Colgate Brushless or Colgate Lather. In one combination package, you get everything you need for swift, smooth, comfortable shaves. And it costs you only 89 cents.
Yes, sir. Colgate offers this outstanding bargain to prove that no cream tops Colgate Brushless or Colgate Lather for shaves that are slick, sweet, and free of razor scrape. Whether you prefer a brush and you try Colgate Rapid Shave Cream, or you choose the convenience of Colgate Brushless, you'll find this. Because they're light and finer textured, Colgate Shave Creams completely surround, soften, and support each bristle better than greasy, heavy creams. Your razor doesn't skid or slip. But when you use Colgate Brushless, it cuts through clean and smooth. Try it tonight.
Hey, watch out. You're squirting me in the eye.
Hey, it's not my fault. I've never milked a cow in a moving truck before. My aim's not very good.
The bucket's beneath you. At least keep it down there.
I've got blisters on my hands now to match the ones on my feet.
Not much of a country boy, I take it.
Hey, this milking is hard work, okay?
Hey, we're stopping. Must be in Waukegan.
Well, here we are, fellas. Downtown Waukegan. Now we just need to find a place for your show. I think there's a public park around here somewhere.
Sorry about a few of those bumps back there, guys. How'd the milking go?
About as well as it could. What do you want us to do with the bucket?
You can just leave it back there. I don't really need the milk anyway. I just need the Bessie drained. Say,
Yeah?
This milk looks kind of funny. A little different than normal.
What's wrong?
Let me see that bucket, son. I want to take a taste.
Here.
Why, this milk, it's got a different taste.
It's kind of warm out. I don't know how long milk takes to curdle, but I don't...
No, it's a sweet taste. No, it's pretty good, actually.
Sweet milk?
I wonder what Bessie would have eaten to make her milk that sweet.
We accidentally dropped a few bottles of Diet Dr. Fizz and she lapped it up.
Really? Let me see one of them bottles.
Here.
You know, that must have been what did it. Bessie made soda milk.
Diet Dr. Milk.
You fellas got any more of that?
Oh, yeah, we got a suitcase full.
Could I borrow some of that from you? This could really be something.
I mean, you can take as much as you like.
Hey, hold on. They're still sponsoring this tour. We gotta keep some of the bottles to pass out at the show.
All right, well, here's a couple bottles.
Thank you, folks. I'll see you around.
What do you know? We just invented soda milk.
Yeah, just another day on tour.
Speaking of this tour, let's find you two a venue. Now, if the park doesn't work, I did see an alleyway down the street that might be perfect.
Great. Well, if you want more Yesterday Today, you can visit KISU.org or wherever you get your soda milk podcasts.
Also, we do not advise that you feed your cows soda pop.
Chicago, Chicago, and toddling down, jumping on
Jackson, lace up your boots and I will show you around.
You like it?
Love it.
Bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago.
Jack Jive's really jumping like Mr. Billy Sunday. Couldn't shut the old place down.
Folks kept going to town on State Street, that great street. I just want to say,
hey now, yes, they really, really do things
they don't do on Broadway. Say, you'll have the time of your life.
I know a man who danced with his very own wife
in Chicago, my hometown.
Original one sale starts a week from today, so don't you fail to shop at this Rexall Jamboree and take the advice of our Peggy Lee.
Advance original 1 cent. You can save dollar bill to buy the paper. This kind of shop sure enjoy at Rex Original. Take it right.
2 for the price that you pay for one. It's a penny more. That's a lot of fun. A week from today, come and say, gimme. Rex Original. Take it, Jimmy.
Original 1 cent sale. You save your scale. Put it back on the scale. Original. Take it. It's original sale.
Good health to all. Good health to all. From Rexall.
Make it a Friday evening habit to tune early and stay late at your favorite NBC station.